Hello everyone, this is Karthik. Once again, welcome you to listen my class. Next topic is Java threads, continuation to earlier topic. So we just today focus on what are thread priorities and what is synchronization. Okay, so we just look into this. What is priority? So priorities of threads depends upon how threads should run, how threads are scheduled. Generally, in real-time operating systems, we call them as CPU scheduling. Means which process should schedule first and which process should schedule next. Depending upon what criteria the particular process should run, depending upon time or depending upon weight assigned to them, or depending upon the priority given to them. So we have different algorithms like first come first served. We have a round robin algorithm. We have priority scheduling algorithm, different algorithms. We call them as preemption, no preemption. So unlike Java works on completely priority based. Means how priorities will make a particular thread to run, and what manner priorities are set in Java, and what are different priorities available in Java threads, and how to set a priority and how to get a priority. Okay, so first we check a Java thread and what is the priority available for every thread by default, and how to check that priority. So priorities are required for creating a particular thread and running the thread in particular way or fashion. Okay, so example, notepad space a program. I just create something like, say, greetings again. I think we already done that. So greetings.java, the same program will take, and we try to first check a sample example for priorities. So notepad space priority demo dot java. Okay, now we check a priority demo program. I create a class first here. A class is something like a class, simply speaking about a hello class contains extends thread and say public void run method, because run is a default method I should need to override for every class, which extends the red class. So simply say system dot out dot println. I just show you, simply saying that thread dot current thread. Okay, now my main class is what? Class priority demo. I create a main method in this class. So public static void main, sorry, void main string args. In this we just try to call the hello thread. Say hello space object1 equals to new hello, and say t1 dot start. Just have a look on this and check how it prints. So java c space priority demo dot java and java space priority demo. Observe kindly, you will observe something called thread is a class. By default thread name is thread 0, by default priority is 5, and main. Example, if you create another thread here saying that thread 2, thread 2 dot start, again run this, sorry, compile this and run this again. Observe here I got again two threads now. One thread is thread 0, thread 1. These are thread names by giving by default by the Java virtual machine. And the priority is what? 5 by default for 2 threads, and 2 threads are running from which method? Main method. I keep on creating multiple threads. The thread names will keep on having incremental value of 0, 1, 2, and priority is set always to 5. Okay, if you see the priority levels of the threads in Java, you have to go back to my Java thread structures, java.lang.thread. We have very important three properties in Java which are called static final properties, which are, one is min priority, and the one is norm priority and max priority. These three are three priorities which are given to the threads. By default, every thread will get a norm priority of priority value 5, and the min priority will have 1, and max priority is of value what? 10. So we can view the thread priorities starting from 1 to 10. By default, the min has 1, norm has 5, and max has 10, and a constant values. That's why we call it as what? Static final. The final value is always fixed, which cannot be modified. Okay, so now we just try to look into this, how to apply these priorities. Okay, these are the main priority, norm priority, max priority of each class, thread class. So coming to here, I just say saying that t1 dot set priority of, I can directly say here, thread dot max underscore priority. The same manner, I can even change it here, say copy. I can say it as a value called, instead of this I can say 8. I can say max priority, or I can say min priority. Of course, norm priority is a normal one. We doesn't require this complete statement to be given. Max is 10, min is what? 1. When I start running the program again, you could able to understand the priority changes. See now again, thread 0 has priority 10 because I have given max priority, and thread 1 has got what? 5. I don't understand why 5. Maybe I did not set here, so say sorry, T2, typo mistake. Compile it again, you can find this now 8. Okay, likewise, if we create another thread which does not give any kind of priority, that will be a default priority. I just remove this, and this is a T3 thread, and which doesn't have any priority set, then obviously that will be giving you a default priority called 5. Okay, okay, T3, T2, T1, done. Okay, you can even give the names of the threads here. Instead of this, see here I have print complete thread, right? I can say even name here, saying that t1 dot t1 dot set name of, say, CSC thread, an EC thread, attribute thread example. So we just try to run this again. You can find some difference in thread names. See, the thread names are now changed to CSC, EC, and AAA. This is complete thread class because I have given here a current thread. Current thread will print the thread class. Hence, it prints here complete thread having thread name, thread priority, and the main thread. Okay. Now, if you want to print separate only name, I can say simply get name. I get only names here. Say run this, you get only names. If you say get priority instead of name, say priority. Okay. Now run this again. Now we can get only priority. So why priorities are required is priorities are used to schedule the threads in a manner in which they need to execute. Because generally Java virtual machine will run the threads in an random fashion without looking into the order in which they have created. Sometimes they will be executing in the order in which they have created, but sometimes they will execute in the order in which they have not executed. So we should need to create a priority based scheduling. Okay, sometimes a thread may sleep for some time. Example, say that here if you watch that the threads are printed with 10, 5 and 8. See, 10, 5 and 8. 10 is the priority of CSC thread because max priority. See, 5 is the priority of what? T3 because it is not been set priority. And 8 is the priority for what? Something called ECE. Example, if we try to run again to check, see, now I got 10, 8, 5. Means by default my scheduler will run in random fashion. I cannot guess which will be first, because even though I set priority, but scheduler will always print in an random fashion. Okay, this is the main reason behind, because every machine will have multiple processors. If you minimize this and if you look at the desktop where, say, click on properties, and it is something like i3 processor, means mostly you'll be having three processors, and each processor may have set different. See, I have three threads here. Maybe these three threads may go to three different processors for priority. Hence, those three may get the first priority. Even maybe if it is a maximum priority of value 10, but still it ranks first. When compared to these three to a single processor, 10 is highest. But if these three threads go to three different processors, each thread will feels that it's a rank 1 processor, rank 1 thread. Hence, that is the main issue why it has been happening. I'm giving multiple number of different ways of threads here. Okay. So, but here set priority is the way of creating a priority for a particular thread. Okay. So, example, if you keep some kind of time here, say some kind of time, I say here it as thread dot sleep of I say something called 2 seconds, and whenever I say thread dot sleep, I should need to what, try catch block, right? So try catch interrupter exception space. I just keep it empty because I don't want to give any message. If you want me to explain exceptions, please watch my earlier videos for exception concept. Thank you. We just try to run the program, and okay, I did not keep any braces here, sorry, typo. And java dot priority demo 2 seconds wait time. See, now I again got 5, 10, 8, even though I given time period of 2 seconds. See, the priority is again changed because I have multiple processes running at the same time. Generally, in the earlier days, we used to have dual core i3. Before that, we have Pentium P4 processor, single processor. From that, we need to run from multiple threads. There comes a priority scheduler mainly. Now, priority is required situations where I have a competition between the threads. Okay. People, you can even work this by saying keeping a single processor in view, and you can run the threads. At that time, you can able to see the threads having the priority. Okay, we just try to change this code in the menu. Otherwise, say Control X, and we just keep it after the thread is being prioritized. Okay, the time period is very quick and it is running quickly. Maybe if you keep the statement inside the try catch block, I try to use multiple ways of running the same statement, because I just want to check a priority to be executed. Okay, So run it again and check now. See, now I am getting this way. If I run multiple number of times, say logic is main thing. Sometimes see, now run multiple number of times, you can get the same output of, see, now it is changed again. That completely depends upon the CPU scheduler. Mostly we get 1085 because priority based. Sometimes some processor may dominate other processor. Since I have multi-core processors, so I need to uh, make use of this time periods. Example, if I keep something like 5 seconds, after 5 seconds we just need to work. Whenever each thread entering into critical section, I should need to decrease the time. Okay, so this is the way how to set a priority. It is called set priority. Is a method which is used to set a priority. Priority can be given in different ways. One is default priority, and the one is thread dot. See, I can say here it has min priority. If I run it again, see now 815, 8 is highest priority. I can change it into non priority, say non priority. Waiting 5 seconds. 585. People, so for this concept only we should need something called synchronization. We'll explain it soon, no worries. So this is all about priority. So to create a priority, use a method called set priority. To get a priority, use a method called what? Get priority. Okay. Now we'll try to work on another example to understand something called synchronization. Okay. So synchronization is a kind of concept in threads which explains about how a particular scheduler will work when multiple threads running on the same resource or same application. So how to overcome this particular situation? So synchronization is when one or more threads are working on a same resource, so a race condition will be applied. So how the resources are being shared, how to make the threads to work on the same resource by keeping a priority or by synchronizing the thread. So synchronizing is to make multiple threads to work on the same resource without creating any ambiguity or without making other threads to wait for a lot of time. Okay, so it is very much important when it works on real-time applications, like say example online, say IRCTC, something online railway reservation. Say that online ticket booking, movie, something, etc. So creating a multiple threads and how to make them synchronized. Say example, I just want to print the combination of even number, odd number uh, separately, and sometimes I want to print even odd numbers combinedly. Say example, we just take that example to understand how synchronization will works in a major way. Okay, so take an example here. See, synchronize can be done in Java threads by using synchronized keyword. Synchronized can be done in multiple ways. One is a block and the one is method. I can use synchronized block or I can use synchronized method. Okay, so we just take an example here to understand. Say notepad space some kind of example, say even odd dot java. So class something, say evo thread, so I can say number thread, or okay, And here in this public void run, to do this I should need to implement either runnable or thread class. I implement runnable interface. Okay, so public void run, and inside this I just want to write logic that able to recognize whether it is an even number or odd number. Okay, now how to work this parallelly, even or odd. So I create now a threads here, so the class even odd, so public static void main string args, and inside this just try to create a threads now. So number thread space e equals to new number thread. First try to say here this is a runnable thread, right? So RT, because number thread is runnable thread. Now create two threads. One is thread space t1 equals to new thread of pass the thread name, say RT, comma what kind of thread it is, even thread, and just copy and paste, and this thread is a t2 thread and RT is a runnable object, and what kind of thread is odd thread. Okay, and keep some priority t1 dot set priority. So first keep t2 priority, t2 dot set priority of, say, a priority I say that as thread dot max priority. Copy and keep t1 dot set priority as min priority, and so t2 dot start, t1 dot start. I just want to print the threads here, so t2 dot start and t1 dot start. And now we try to print here a loop. Say the loop is what? For int I equal to 0, I less than. So first we try to write a logic here saying that first get the name of the thread. So name of the thread, how we get that? Thread dot current thread dot get name. So this will get the current thread name, maybe an even thread or odd thread. So I keep a condition here saying that if name dot equals of even, what happens? If it is something other than that, what happens? I just want to say example, I want to print something like first five even numbers. So create loop here, say for int I equal to 0, I less than, say take it from 1, so I less than 5, say I plus plus, even number. How to get even number here? So system dot out dot print ln, you just print here I plus 2, I plus 1. If it is I plus 1, for the first I value 1, I get 2. Okay, when I equals to, say, or here itself I can say from 0, if I say I plus 2, if it is I plus 2, then what happens? I equal to 0 or or simply I can say something like 2i. It's done. We're thinking a lot more for this. 2 into I. So 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 8, so on, right? So just take another kind of loop here itself, and now odd number. How to get odd number as now? So take it from I equal to 0 and tell 2 into I, say plus 1. What happens? 2 into 0 is 0 plus 1, 1, next 2 into 1 plus 1, so on. Done. Once try to run the program and check how it look like. So java space even odd dot java and java space even odd. See now 2 4 6 8 1 3 5 7 9 means I am trying to get these two threads separately. Okay, so example, if I don't keep a priority here, just check how the prints, whether the print at a time or again, see 2 4 6 8 means completely a T2 thread is running and T1 is running separately. If we keep here, if we don't keep else part here, and we just try to keep something like this, say if copy name dot odd C 1 3 5 7 9 2 4 6 8 means this will be occurring depending upon situation. So how to make this thread to run synchronously means say or parallelly. So one even number, next odd number, next even odd, so on like that. That depends the way how we run that. So how this priority is being given. So example, if we try to keep a priority like this and check how they run or not. Okay, first I got complete odd numbers and I got even numbers. You can even work this by saying as synchronized. Synchronized is a keyword which makes a particular thread to wait until one thread completes its execution. Means I can even remove this and again run this program. See 1 3 5 7 9 2 4 6 8 means first odd numbers are printed and then even numbers are printed. Synchronize is a keyword which is used to make a particular thread to wait until the completion of another thread. One thread after completion of this even thread, this odd thread will print, or after printing of odd thread, even thread will print, depending upon the priority of thread we create. If we remove this, if this is of min priority and this is of max priority, again run this. Now see 1 3 5 7 and 2 4 6 8. So depending upon the priority what I give, that will automatically run the particular thread. That is even thread separately and odd thread separately. Okay, sometimes you may even see the threads separately. Example, if I keep some kind of time span in some kind of thread, say if I keep it here, say here, example, say thread dot sleep of some 1 second here, and again keep the thread dot sleep here itself for 1 second, and keep sorry, try catch block, catch of interrupted exception. Just try to copy this and paste it here. Now once we kept this and remove this and also remove this synchronized here, run this again. Okay, somewhere spelling mistake, RRUPTETD. Okay, sorry. See, now I'm trying to see the numbers alternately. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Since I have kept something like a time period of 1 second, then if when 1 second is particular thread is in sleep mode, obviously the odd thread enters. When odd thread is sleeping for 1 second, even thread enters. Once try to keep priority here, again run the program. See, there may be some change here depending upon priority of thread 2, 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8, 7, 9. Even though I kept priority, what happens is, since my operating system has multiple processors, this T2 thread will go to one processor, T1 will go to another processor. Maybe even though max priority T1, it has highest priority in processor P1. Means say this T1 goes to P1 and this T2 goes to P2. Maybe these two are of this T2 is the highest priority for P2. This T1 is the highest priority for P1. Hence they go run parallelly and synchronously. So example, if you want to avoid that, you just try to keep something called synchronized. See, synchronized is a keyword which is used to allow only one thread to enter into critical section and not the other thread to allow. Like say example, run this. See here, I am getting only even thread first. Next I am getting what? Odd threads. This is due to the concept called as synchronized. Synchronized is a keyword which is used to make this particular code to be allowed only by one thread. Means only one thread can allow into this. We generally technically we call this block as critical section. So only one thread can enter into critical section, and that also a thread having say highest priority. Maybe here in my sense, actually I got the output as first thing as odd thread, because odd thread even have something like, see what is the odd thread here? Even thread anukunta. Even thread. So even thread is something called 2 4, right? So even thread is T1. T1 has highest priority, so highest priority thread runs first and it prints 2 4 6 8, and odd thread is of having less priority, it prints next. Once again we try and check. This may change or may not change sometimes. Okay, now since I have kept something like synchronized keyword will work for a situation for the particular block, particular code. This is something called synchronized method. Means this complete code is synchronized. Means in this particular code only one thread enters. Only one thread enters into this particular code, the complete code. Sometimes I can even create synchronized keyword in terms of block. As I said earlier, synchronized keyword can be done using block and method. Means instead of this for entire method, sometimes if you keep an entire method, that may go for lazy kind of initialization. Since I have 1,000 lines of code, I just want to perform that synchronization for only say a 20 lines logic, not for complete logic. At the time synchronized method fail. Hence we should need to go for synchronized block. Synchronized block is something which applies to a particular block of code to be synchronized. So I just remove here and I can keep synchronized block. Example, say I just want to keep for even number. Say I just keep it as synchronized of this. Synchronized of this is a is a code which is to be given on a particular code. Say this is a code. Now this is a code I want to synchronize. What code is that? Even code. Means now this code is not being synchronized. Okay. So example, if I run the program and look what happens, there might be some change. Okay, the 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe there is no change. Maybe the priority is set. Now we just try to increase the time span. Say that here 30 seconds to see difference. That's it. Okay, sometimes this will works fine if situation goes for particular logic. Generally, I have completely synchronized this logic. If sometimes, okay, maybe I just try to change the logic inside this. Maybe inside this logic, synchronize the code inside a loop. See now, I have got 1, 3, 2, 5, 7, 9, 4. See, it's a different kind of logic I have got now. The reason behind that is I have kept synchronized block inside this code. Means this code runs only when situation, means this code will only work. What is code work? Only on what? Even numbers. See, the output came like this. See, first the odd number thread is called. Next again odd number. In the meanwhile, odd number is working. Even number is printed. Again odd number. Again odd. Again finally got for even, because 3 seconds it is waiting. So example, if you keep it 1 second, again how it look like. We just try to see. See, synchronized keyword situation should be used when we need to work on. See again 2, 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 8, 7. I means see I can say random, means one from that, one from this. Means there is no restriction now. Means this is not completely synchronized. If I have synchronized only this particular logic, hence it printed again randomly. If I remove this and if I keep completely that for a particular method, so synchronized, then you just try to have a look. Now obviously we'll get either odd numbers first and even numbers next. This is something like synchronized method. This is called synchronized method. And when you keep synchronized keyword at the place where you want to keep a logic like this is something like synchronized block. Means this complete loop I want to synchronize, only this loop, not the complete logic. Instead of complete logic, I just want to keep for the particular loop. That is something like synchronized block. That's why I kept synchronized of this. This is something like current block. Okay, so this is something like a synchronization concept. Synchronization is allowing only one thread to enter into the critical section instead of making multiple threads that work on same object. Sometimes when multiple threads work on same object, that may create a lot of disturbances in the thread. So to avoid that, to avoid the race condition, sometimes I can call that to avoid say scarcity of the food, and even sometimes I can say that to avoid we have some technical words in operating system. Okay, in terms of food, we have a concept called dining philosopher's problem. So to avoid circular weight, to avoid say mutual exclusion, or to avoid multiple threads acting on the same object that may create ambiguities. So synchronization is a good concept which will overrule all of this by incorporating using synchronized block like this, or I can use something like synchronized method at the time of method itself. Okay, I can keep synchronized method not only for run method, but I can keep for any kind of methods. I'll show that how synchronization can be worked when I do for multiple threads. Done. So this is a good example to illustrate the concept of synchronization. Hope you all understood and enjoyed, and I'll again come up with the next topic of multithreading, that is interthread communication. Thank you and enjoy your life.